Alright, this review was initially going to be out in Season 4, but yeah, it got delayed because all the shit that happened in 2020. But anyway, it's coming out this year, so I'm reviewing Problem Child.
It being released July 27, 1990, Junior's a bad kid, always been bad to the bone since he was a little kid. And eventually he's adopted by the Heelys and causes a lot of trouble that should have probably killed them.
And yeah, the plot is really simple. So anyway, let's get into the movie.
Alright, so the movie begins on a dark night with a full moon as a baby is left at a house.
Who on earth would want to abandon such a wonderful little baby boy?
As also the others have to deal with Junior being bad to the bone, but I mean, he can't be that bad.
Oh, so you want to play rough, huh?
Holy shit! How'd you even get that thing?
Whatever. He has to go to an orphanage with nuns, who he of course torments.
But they're just lucky they also don't have Billy from Silent Night, Deadly Night there. Oh, actually though, I think they would rather have Billy than Junior there.
As that opening montage is done, little Ben and his wife Flo are trying to get pregnant.
And yeah, I know I said this in my interview, but I still miss John Ritter.
As yeah, they're not gonna be able to have a baby of their own, which sucks.
Huh, I guess that's why they call him Little Ben. But at least Little Ben was able to have some fun.
As back at the orphanage, Junior is eating some really crappy food.
Which might be even worse than the food in Ernest Goes to Camp. Because to be completely honest, I think I'd rather eat modeling clay than that shit.
As Junior, of course, doesn't want to eat it either, as it gets stuck to the ceiling and eventually falls down.
Ow! Hey, lady, has some merchandise! You're gonna hear out of that thing! Ow!
Hey, lady, how do you know it was him? It could have been any kid there. There's lots of suspects. You don't know that was Junior. Of course, I would suspect that it was him too, but you don't got no evidence.
As Junior is punished and is sad that he can't get adopted as he sees the bow tie killer on TV, who he can relate to.
Afternoon, and is now on his way back to federal prison.
On me? I'm not a bad guy. I'm just misunderstood.
Oh yeah, a person who's killed countless people is clearly just a misunderstood person. He's clearly a hero.
Nobody cares about me but me.
Well yeah, that's because you only care about yourself.
As he puts on a bow tie to look a little more like the bow tie killer, as we go to Little Ben, who goes to talk to his father, Big Ben, who's selling his shop and not giving Little Ben a raise because he's too nice.
Well, Big Ben, not everybody's an asshole like you are. I mean, being a nice person owning a business can be a good thing, because this way, if you're nice to your customers, they might come back. But if you're not, and you're a complete dick, yeah, they might not come back.
Back with Junior, he makes fun of the nun, even though he's kinda right, and calls her a penguin, which is even worse.
Yikes! A penguin in a pot!
I don't know why, but that's funny to me.
As he makes it worse by making the nun fall into the trash, because she is trash, but he got in more trouble for calling her a penguin. Anyway, everyone's gone because of that.
Damn nuns! Shut the hell up. There's already Gilbert Gottfried. It's already loud enough in there.
As Peabody believes in Junior, as he lies and says that he's sorry, but Gilbert says that he's a nice kid and should stay.
Removed? What do you mean removed?
You might be happier outside of the orphanage. What's so funny?
You are, you stupid dick!
And remember, this movie was PG when it came out, so yeah, there was a lot of Karens that were really pissed off at this movie, but I still find it funny.
Not saying you'd rather not be in the orphanage, are you?
Doy, think much, P-Brain? I want out!
Yeah, I'll say this now. Michael Oliver, who plays Junior, is not that great of an actor. He's still entertaining, though. I still enjoy him in the movie.
What the child is trying to say is that...
Maybe if I shrug my shoulders and move around my hands like this, maybe people will think I know what I'm talking about.
Wait a minute, he's talking about me, isn't he? I mean, I wear a mask, sure, so I can't emote very much, so I gotta move around my arms more so I can emote that way instead to make up for it.
When they're back with the Heelys, Ben is able to convince Flo to adopt, as they'll be able to go to parties and it'll feel like shopping and she'll feel powerful.
Wow, that's someone who should clearly be a parent, because, yeah, she, of course, just wants to shop for the kid and wants to feel the power of owning a kid.
As Junior still likes the Bowtie Killer, as he sends him a letter from the orphanage.
Which you'd think the orphanage would check the location of where the kid is sending this letter and not let him send it, but yeah, whatever, it's Junior. I really don't think they give a fuck at this point, so whatever.
As he thinks that Junior's older and that one day they'll get out together.
Even though the way he wrote it seems like a little kid wrote it, but I can understand why you think he was an adult, because, yeah, the people in that prison probably can barely spell, and they probably write with crayon themselves, so Junior's writing probably is a big step up from there, so you probably thought it was a guy in prison.
As he's a big guy in there, even the guards and the warden probably is scared of him.
Hey, what?
Or at least now he hates him, at least.
As little Ben and Flo go to adopt a kid, but it'll probably take around 7 years unless they adopt Junior, as he tells them that he's a really nice kid.
Smart as a tack, a little rambunctious, but weren't we all at that age?
And he's obviously just pulling the shit out of his ass. I mean, it is smart, though.
As they agree to adopt the kids, they're able to take him home right away.
Which normally would take longer, but I'm gonna give an exception for this because, yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of this because Godfrey said he's gonna get Junior out of there as fast as he can, and that's the one way that he can do it, so it's understandable.
As Junior's out of there now, and everyone is happy that Junior is gone.
But they still have to deal with the Three Stooges, so I won't be completely happy.
As the Heelys take him home as they talk about the lies that Peabody said.
That was smart of him.
As Junior goes in the house, it has a cat and a parrot who don't exactly like him.
Oh my god, they're retarded.
Okay, I'm not afraid of clowns, but yeah, even I'd be weirded out because that's way too many fucking clowns, but Junior's reaction is not the worst you could see. Most kids react like this.
Can't sleep. Clown will eat me. Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
As Big Ben is there thinking that Flo is pregnant, but no. As he doesn't exactly love the idea that they adopt a kid.
Hey, look at it this way. You're just nice people who took Junior out of the orphanage out of the kindness of your heart. Not because you can't have a kid, but because you're just kind people. And you just took the kid because, you know, he's a nice kid. The only problem with thinking this way, though, is that it's Junior.
And yeah, the kid is trouble, with one of the clowns going on fire.
Which, yeah, Junior probably did do that, but it would have happened anyway. With all those fucking clowns in there, something would have went on fire. Damn, Cat! First you jump right onto the TV, now you jump on the grandpa. Bad kitty, bad!
But that was Junior who did that, and he got a decent amount of money from his wallet.
Junior, if you're gonna steal money from him, at least you should steal not all of it so that he doesn't notice that all of his money is gone.
As back with Marty, he's playing a game of what he sees in the pictures.
Hey, cool, you know what? I'll play along too.
Now, what do you see, Martin? See a meadow? Pink flowers.
I see a man with a hat.
I see white, fluffy clouds.
I see a big ass.
No, you don't! You see murder! You see guts!
Well, I don't. Screw off.
What do you see in this one? I see...
Well, I don't. I see a splat from Epic Mickey.
As somehow Marty's able to break out by pretending to be the doctor.
Which wouldn't really work. They don't look alike and they don't sound alike, so he would likely get captured on the way out.
As Junior goes looking for some things, and Little Ben finds some things.
Hey, that's not that bad. You can't tell me that you don't have a stash of porn yourself.
So since they're both up, Ben hopes that he did a good job as a dad, and he gets them a glass of milk.
Which I would say he did a pretty good job, but I mean, you might as well just give Junior beer. I mean, come on, the man is already probably drinking before.
as a neighbor who has a little girl is forced to invite Junior to her birthday party, even though she didn't want to invite him because he's a piece of shit that was adopted.
Which really, though, is a shitty reason for not liking someone. I mean, seriously, that's not even a reason for not liking him. She's just a bitch. I mean, come on, at least give him a chance. I mean, he might be a problem child, sure, but just give him a chance.
As little Ben gives Junior a buck as they're going camping, as of course Flo doesn't want to go with them as they're right next to the porta potties.
Which is a really shitty place to be.
As Junior wants to make a forest fire, as the other kids decide they're gonna ignore him, but he's pretty good at getting their attention.
But Junior, only you can prevent forest fires.
But actually he does do something else as he gets the attention of a bear to scare everyone. Ben thinking it's a joke, thinking that it's someone in a bear suit.
With some shots it is, but some shots it's just a guy in a suit. So I can understand why he would think that that's his friend, because it really is a suit for some of it.
So Ben keeps poking the bear, but it's a real bear, for some of these shots at least. So he gets his ass thrown, but eventually he leaves for his friend to be in the bear suit and get his ass kicked.
Which, yeah, him getting his ass beaten just makes it so much funnier.
I can't get it out of my head that Junior was responsible for the camping thing. You should have seen him laughing, Flo. He was laughing his head off.
Well, you don't know that he caused it. All the other kids were laughing too, and he was just maybe hiding up in the tree. You don't know it was him.
Whatever. It's time for the party where Junior isn't allowed to touch anything.
It's mine!
Which, yeah, if I was at a party like that, and if a kid touched my presents, I would ask him to not touch them, but I would ask politely.
As also, Junior isn't even allowed to go outside to see the clown.
Which, yeah, with all the clowns in his room, Junior's probably sick of clowns at this point, and her saying that he can't do anything, yeah, that would have really pissed him off, so, yeah, I don't suggest fucking with Junior, because he'll kill your ass.
But first, Ben has something very important in the plot that he has to give Junior. He gives him a prune.
My grandfather gave this to me just before he died.
What is it?
It's a prune. Grandfather became a little senile toward the end. He thought it resembled Roosevelt.
Which gives them an emotional connection. Of course, it is a prune, but it's the thought that counts.
But Junior's pissed off, and he's gonna piss her off and make her cry if he wants to, by putting all her presents in the pool, screwing up her room, and cutting in this poor girl's hair.
Okay, Junior, that was fucked up. I don't even think she did anything. I don't even think I saw her in the background of any other shots.
Anyway, Junior finally blows up the cake.
Oh yeah, they're also playing It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To, which I would show. I do like the song, but yeah, if I did, I'd be copyrighted, so no.
As now it's time for a baseball game where Junior's turn is up to get to the plate where he hits it, but he doesn't know how to play.
Ben, when you're coaching a baseball team, you might want to teach the players, how to play the game so they actually don't break the rules while playing it. This is your own fault, Ben. Damn, Junior, did you really need to hit him in the balls? Especially with a metal bat. I know the kid was a dick, but goddamn, I don't think he deserves that. Ooh.
Touchdown! 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 Touchdown!
Well, Junior, I'm sorry, but I think running out to the field and hitting people with a metal bat is against the rules of baseball, so yeah, I don't think that point will be counted, but it's not your fault. It's Ben's fault for not teaching you the rules before letting you go out.
We've adopted Satan.
As I assume they forfeited as they're really pissed off at Junior, as Ben is gonna take Junior back, but he has a change of heart.
You took him, he's yours!
That's because you condescend to him.
What am I supposed to do with the little creep? He's already been returned 30 times!
Damn, that many times, really? Well, I guess if a kid did destroy my house, I would probably take him back to the orphanage too.
As they're not gonna take Junior back, but he doesn't believe them, so he starts driving the car.
Which he doesn't actually do a bad job, especially for his first time. Hell, I think he drives better than even I can.
But eventually he rams into Big Ben's fucking store.
And little Ben is just lucky that he turned into a dummy, because if he didn't, he would have died for sure.
But at this point, Ben is kind of snapped. But don't worry, the Bowtie Killer is there to see Junior, as he's surprised that he's a little kid. So he says that he's his Uncle Marty, and later Marty and Flo fuck.
Yeah, I think Ben stopped giving a fuck a while back.
And yeah, he really doesn't. And during the night, Marty took Flo and Junior. So of course, Ben celebrates, well, until he sees a picture Junior drew of him. As little Ben wants them back, so now he has to ask his dad for some money, but he won't do it, so he gets his revenge.
The only thing you'll get from me is this.
Wait, who the hell is he mooning? Didn't Ben leave already? I mean, even if he's mooning him, it's not like he's gonna see it. And there's probably gonna be a couple people who take pictures of you there, so yeah, it was not a good idea to moon him.
Whatever. Little Ben steals his neighbor's car as they're at the circus.
A giraffe! Look, a fist!
Well, I think that's my reaction to seeing a clown too. Just punch him in their fucking face. I mean, that reaction is much funnier than the clown probably would be.
As yeah, Marty doesn't exactly like clowns.
But wait, if he doesn't like clowns, then why go to a circus? And why go to a heavily populated area like that? Well, I guess it's so we have a very memorable climax.
With Marty refusing to give back Junior, but jokes on him, there's no money in the suitcase, and Junior doesn't want to.
Come on, let's have some kicks. Telling me.
Yeah, kicks. Good idea.
Alright, that was a decent kick. But you could have put just a little bit more oomph into it.
So of course Marty is pissed, and he chases them to the circus as Junior calls Ben his dad.
Junior, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Dad.
You called me Dad.
Yeah, I guess I did.
And while this is nice, I want to see the chase.
As the chase starts with Junior driving the car, because that's safe, as eventually Ben is able to make him crash the car as he gets arrested, but Ben is shot.
Oh damn, I guess it would be sad if he was to die, then Junior wouldn't have a dad. Of course, John Ritter's dead now, so I guess Junior wouldn't have a dad anymore, which is also very sad.
But at least he's alive for now, but sadly the ruin is destroyed, and also, Flo is still alive.
Oh yeah, during the chase, she was sent flying into the pig kennel, which was very lucky, because if she didn't fall in there, she would have fucking died by getting run the fuck over, which I think is a little bit better than being around a bunch of shit.
Oh my God!
Or maybe she wasn't that lucky. I mean, it's better than getting run over, but I really wouldn't want to see what she just saw. And no, I'm not showing it. Watch the damn movie yourself. Anyway, that was Problem Child, and I love this movie.
And just like Ernest Goes to Camp, me liking this movie is slightly nostalgia, but I really enjoy this movie. Again, it's like camp. It's not a guilty pleasure, I just enjoy the movie. I do feel like this movie has some heart, and the things Junior does in this movie keep you watching, even though his acting wasn't great. But all the adult actors were good, especially John Ritter, who, he's just such a nice guy. He does a really good job, and there's also Gilbert Gottfried, who also does a good job, but sadly isn't in the movie much, but whatever. But whatever, this movie is really entertaining. It's kind of nostalgia, but I still think the movie holds up mostly. Anyway, I enjoy it, so I'm giving Problem Child a 4 out of 5.
Which is probably a higher score than I should have given it. And the reviewer in me tells me to give it a 3, but my heart tells me it's a 4. Anyway, see you next time. I'm out of here!